All right, I'm back live. Go ahead and whoop. I just didn't say I'm still live doing pinball. Oh my goodness. Okay. Mm, 3:48. Not AM. Hello. Oop. Well, I can't hear you, but sure. Yes. Remind me I'm supposed to set it to my favorite time. Oh, I
This
didn't use
was
all my
about a man
jumps.
named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I've been there an incredibly long time for not noticing. This is my office. It's very long, but small. They honestly chose to make it feel smaller, I swear. The lights? Are the lights not even on in my room? Yes? Okay. If you put that over there, this would look so much better. This is such a mean choice. And a single picture of the outside to remind you that you've been held captive inside.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Must be a
mean?
bucket.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah, well, your writer is a hoe. Okay, so I have touched everything in here. Here we go. Oh, there's my bucket. Gotta do more touching. Oop. I will pick up the bucket. I know. Just let me touch everything first.
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office.
Yes.
Because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
So Stanley's a little autistic. Don't bully him.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it? Let's keep trying to touch everything. You keep bothering me about the bucket? New devil! See if I can turn off every computer. Every computer. Mm. Oh! No, just touch my door. Okay. That's my door. I can't even get into my office. See? Come on. Say something. I am begging for a weird interaction. For once. Fine. Stanley picked up the bucket.
And goes back to... You know what? No. What about the touching everything? Because I think I've already been in there.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him
the
that
bucket.
the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Ah, that's not where I'm going. Well, I mean, I have to, but... I thought that's something. It really can't be
And here
it.
it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right, then walking to the lounge, then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Oh my god.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
My left or the bucket's left? Because the bucket's left is the gentleman's right.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
No. Should I go with the bucket?
Good,
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I'll help bucket.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Did I know? Did I obey blindly? Or did I touch everything to try to find other ways to go? Then obeyed blindly. Oh, you really don't give me options. How I go? Wow.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
It's mute.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
No. Y'all practice at home where I don't have to hear you.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and
Oh
should
my
include the same
gosh.
question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children
I don't
after
know.
them.
I don't.
Godspeed, and
I don't know what
Earth reign
happened.
supreme.
What the frick?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
No. Can I close the door? Oh. Fine. I don't know what I did.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Damn. Them to me, please. This hall is lonely. 'Cause I can't escape the insane narrator. The insane narrator. How do I protect the bucket cult? I can't find an open door. Let me out. Let me out of this. Help. Help. Look at this shoebox. That one has a window.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
I don't want to.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
So I have to go over here now. Oh no.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Oh no.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... It's
No.
as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another
How did I
way to
get
describe
back
a
on
bucket?
here?
Stanley, this
I didn't think there was a way to get back up
I
here.
think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the
Oh,
bucket,
it's
which is not
crazy.
what you
I've not gotten this ending
I'm no
before.
good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Let's get off my computer. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do you open anything else up for me, narrator? Boop. Nope.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
A lot. There are a lot of endings. I think if I go there, there's a couple of endings I probably don't have.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
But I started this over to do one
Still no one
specific
was
thing.
here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with another cleaning supplies.
Think so.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong
I
friend.
couldn't give it up even if I wanted to.
Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
No, very high roof.
I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply
Yes.
that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
No.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Oh, hey, narrator.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
All right, give me a second.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
Okay, how do I trap the narrator inside the office? Where
You
do
know
I
what?
go?
I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Oh, narrator, you're nuts, and I love that. Do you say anything else? Oh, you're done with me in this room. Go to the boss's office and enter.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
My best friend.
Stepping in.
Oh! Yes! Okay. Now what? Holy shit, do I just go back to my office? I have tried getting this ending for months. This isn't the first time you've tried helping me get this ending. This is just the first time the narrator didn't win. So do I go back to my office now? Yeah, I'm trying to do that now. Yep. Down Bucky and I go. Ooh. Up. Hi, broom. Same thing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh! I can't get Chris out of the broom closet. Mood. Because the broom closet is beautiful. Alright. Almost back to the office. 420. 420. Alright. Woohoo! You are now leaving. I'm gonna do this again so I can explore a little. But I don't want to lose the ending the first time I do it. Oh, what the? Wait, hold up. Okay. We're gonna go up, 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 and again. Circles, because we're fancy. Up, up, up again. And again with my bucket. Up, 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 up. I'm so sick and tired of seeing these stairs. Can you be there already? One more stairs. Do, 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 do. Yay! Oh, it's a sweet buck. Am I going into a grinder? Oh, it's just a red door. It's fancy. That's not a red door. Go in. No. 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 Are you kidding me? No, we're letting the bucket out? No! You are a person. You could fit in there. Oh my God. What?
All of his co-workers.
No, I intentionally did not read what would happen if you
Stanley
brought the
decided to go to the
bucket.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my God.
When Stanley
Read.
came to a set of 2 open doors,
I don't want to
he
read.
left.
I want to play.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oops, we're not
Feeling a
getting
wave of
fired.
disbelief, Stanley
Well,
decided to go out to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I didn't lock up the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I'm going to try to do the escape pod ending without the frickin' bucket because...
Stepping in...
Oh! Yes! I'm getting really good at that. Thank you, Broccoli. Public acknowledgement. Thank you, Broccoli, for getting us this far. Whee! Whoop, beep, beep. Okay. Okay. This is exciting. Look here, motherfucker. I am not Froppy. Also, is my bucket like forever gone? Because I really don't know how to do that. Because that is so funny. But bucket call. Bucket. Ooh. You've absolutely probably have killed a man. I need people part of the bucket cult to absolutely agree with me that the bucket has killed a man. The stairs are never ending. Come on. Nope. It, it. Uh, 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 uh,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
the
Stanley
fog?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is that the whole ending?
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Oh, now I've absolutely got to go.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Do realize that only part of what you say comes up on my screen, and I have to stop what I'm doing and look on YouTube to what you're saying if you send me long paragraphs.
His boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Buckapoo, ooh, we're gonna let you escape.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest
That's not what I meant to put.
the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
The powerful
Nor in his
ending?
bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
2845. Look, I knew some of the numbers.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Bucket. I think so.
The elevator raced
But I can
down,
get it again.
plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together,
So I'm
if
not
not for the
sure.
bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty...
I'm getting ready to kill Stanley real quick.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I also want to launch off another bucket just because I find that so unbearably funny.
Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Womp womp. Whee! Take that, narrator. Who's got down?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Ooh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal
I
jaws.
don't think I've done that
In a
one.
single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
I think I've gotten the powerful ending with the bucket, but not without the bucket. As well, by the way.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own
No,
way,
I am
but this
saving the
one
bucket
stood
full.
above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
See? It is a glorious bucket. We'll take a moment of silence for the bucket I just launched and the bucket I'm about to launch. Bucket? So why is this taking so long for me to die?
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Oh, damn. Can I take this bucket? Oh, that'd be so funny. That's cute. Shout out to the people who made this game. Y'all are funny. We need more games like this. This
No
is
man
my
can own a
favorite
bucket,
type of
and
game.
certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Oh, am I gonna die? Oh no, let's take this bucket.
But there is something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let
Why do you
Stanley
think?
die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
Oh, it doesn't say replace my bucket anymore. Shoot.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
Oh, what the fuck? We're off to see the boss
Stanley
to see
clutched the
if I
bucket
can get the
tightly to his
escape
chest
pod.
and entered the door on his left. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. Do not get trapped. Oh, come on.
stepping...
Yes. Okay. Now I'll launch off this bucket. Can everyone say goodbye to Bucket? Tell them you love it. Bucket baby, bucket, bucket baby. Goodbye, bucket baby. Coming back through the launch. Did you forget about the female narrator? Bye, Bucket. Off the launch, you. Let's go. My office door. Oop. And goodbye, Bucket. It is popping up at random. So not only is it delayed, but I'm seeing it at random. So now that I know how to get this ending. Yeah. It's honestly a little frustrating because sometimes I'll see stuff from like an hour ago if I've been streaming for a long time. That happened to me, no, I guess the day before. I do. I have it up, but I have to look down and stop what I'm doing to do it. So sometimes that does lead to me being a little out of order still. There's also something popping up finally on the screen to realize I have chat. It's honestly worse when there's less people in the chat. One more floor. Alright. Goodbye, Bucket. Let's see how mad the narrator gets if I'm continuously launching buckets. Maybe that's an ending. This is the most over-the-top choice, and it makes me laugh. Because, like, first the frick of all, y'all could have gone in there together. That's a big pod for how, like, dramatic y'all are being. And I freaking can't. This is so dramatic. Goodbye, bucket number 2. I will be launching you as well forever. And then just people on the outside world are just seeing a ton of escape pods with Stanley Bucket. But, like, TF? Goodbye, Bucket.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Whee!
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
And then you're going to shut the door.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
To the left, left,
No,
left,
no,
right,
no, no,
left,
not the right.
right,
Why would I have
left,
ever said it
right,
was to the
right,
right?
right.
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay,
Down.
okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Quick, everybody, remember
We
this.
just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Make it drop.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh. Oh.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No,
I'm trying to see what
restarted this way. I
happens
definitely
since I
restarted the
launched
game
2
and we're
buckets now if I
completely
get
fresh.
another one back.
Everything should be...
But I forgot I took a very complicated ending.
Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
Not the
Why am I
narrator
asking
blaming
you? I'm
everyone
the
but
one who wrote the
himself.
story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Sure. Oh, the fuck? Ooh, hold up. Choices. I love choices. Okay, but I just realized this is a lot. Brian?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Fuck.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
One more time.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
This is annoying.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I picked a long ending, good lord. Going back to the beginning, so blame me for something.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
All around
No, wait,
the blue
never mind. Not the
wall.
story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I might not. Whoa, what's this ending?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I won't be playing this for too much longer,
Do you remember, Stanley?
but
Do
I'll
you know
be coming
what?
back on again
Since I've
later.
completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how
Potentially.
about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What is that?
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
Here
How
we
simple is
go.
that? You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh no. Why in the closet? No, come on.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
It's a nice fern. Thank you. Love it. Oh, really?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, well, I'm being kidnapped by the narrator.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I thought I chose death. I chose a long story.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
I launched off the bucket.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I gave 2 buckets good homes outside of this weird house, workplace, hellhole.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Bear.
How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me
get this.
that's what this is? It's all one giant
And
ending? And we're
accidentally
supposed to
stumbled
restart
into
the game
confusion.
eight times? That's That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
It's like a
And
tantrum.
the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you... How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned?
I just don't know
He made
about
a
my
note to
bucket
be more
problem.
careful with time from now. And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
You have an ending? Okay. Give me directions. That'll be my last ending. Where do I go? Pooh, please stop. Just come lay down. You screaming will not make him come down faster.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chin. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
No. Oh, I've already gotten that in some of that ending.
Someone was
please
following
stop.
Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Maybe
first,
next time we
just to
can do a new
admire it.
one. Right
Standing
now,
now in this incredible
I'm
room,
dealing with my
Stanley
dog
for the
having a
first, eager
tantrum.
to
My
get back to
boyfriend's not
business,
getting
Stanley
dressed
took the first
quick enough
open
for
door on
her,
his left.
and I'm getting really frustrated with her.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
This
incredible
is
he
going to be
wasn't
my
5 years
last
ago.
round. Well, let me down there. Oops.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Well, damn,
Good
that
job,
shortened my
Stanley.
play.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright, well, I guess on that note, I might play back more later. Maybe not. But, bye.